Okay, good morning, students. Today in MBA fourth semester, we are going to deal the topic in marketing specialization, that is marketing channel policies and legal issues. Okay, this is a very important topic. In this, we are going to learn about all those policies as well as the legal issues which could be discussed while we are going to select or we are going to define or make the entire marketing channel or the distribution channel. Okay, so on the basis of that, what are those obligations, what are those policies and legal issues which should be followed by the entirely levels of distribution channels and all those channel distribution members, how they are going to use, how they are going to utilize all those particular marketing policies as well as the legal issues on the basis of which these should be considered. Okay, so on that, the very first one is what? The very first legal issues and policies are channel structure. Exactly, as we know that the distribution channel structure, if we talk about the distribution channel structure, then in the distribution channel structure there are basically four types of structure: 0 level, 1 level, 2 level and 3 level. Okay, these are the four, where in the 0 level there is manufacturer and the customer. In the second level, in the first level, that is manufacturer, retailer and customer. In the second level, manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer and customer. And in the third level, manufacturer, wholesaler, sole agents, retailers and then the ultimate customers. Okay, so in this, what are those policies and legal issues which should be made? So in this channel structure of marketing channel or distribution channel, there are basically three types. There are basically three types of policies and legal issues are being made. The first is about the market coverage policies and legal issues. It means all those government rules and regulations related to the procedures of any of the organizations which is going to deal with in the market, we have to follow that. That is related with the market coverage. The other one is what? Customer coverage. Exactly, the customer's coverage, as we know that all those legal issues, legal complaints which should be legally put by the customers on the basis of which their complaints would be heard. Okay, that should be covered under this particular perspective, so that the intermediaries or any channel member is not going to cheat or going to betray any of the customers. Whatever the products which they have discussed with the customers, whatever the product qualities, whatever the product attributes which they have informed or discussed with the customers. So the customer coverage, we have to put about all those legal and policies aspects which is going to coverage, which is going to give a coverage to the customers. The third one is what? Ownership issues. Exactly, in this ownership issues, there are owners. There are various types of owners in this intermediary industry or the channel industry. Those are what? Wholesalers is a owner who deals the wholesaling part. Sole agents is also a different kind of owner who deals the sole agent part, and retailers is a different owner. Okay, and they deal the different parts. All these are the independent owners of their own business entity. Okay, the functions and the procedures and are totally different. If we talk about the wholesaler, then the functions, operations of a wholesaler is different from the retailer and the sole agent. Just like that, the manufacturing unit which is going to manufacture the products, their function is also being different. So rules, policies and legal issues, policies and legal aspects would be confined, would be drawn for the wholesalers in a different perspective, for the sole agents in a different perspective, and retailers in a different perspective, as well as the manufacturing unit should have to deal with on a different perspective. Okay, so in one way we can say that if we talk about vertical marketing implementation. Okay, VMI. We have studied VMI in earlier semesters. That is vertical marketing integration. On that vertical marketing integration, what we have seen? We have seen that the intermediary channel do have different owners, do have different independent entity which do have their own operations, but their main objective and goal is only to satisfy the customers and to push the product from one place to the another place. That was the only objective of all the members who are there in the intermediary channels. But what we are going to deal here, that we have to manufacturing management or the organization should have to make the policies, should have to make the legal issues on the basis of which each and every independent entity which is being there in the entire distribution channel or the channel management part, they do have their own obligations and they have to be abided by those obligations, so that there should not be any kind of conflict which arises among the members, and the smooth flow of activities would be done by each and every members of the intermediary channel to facilitate the goal of the manufacturing unit, to facilitate the goal of the market, to facilitate the goal of the customers. Okay, the next important policy is being related to channel pricing. Exactly, this policy, in this channel pricing there are two things, that is minimum pricing as well as the maximum pricing. Exactly, the company should set two kinds of pricing, and it should be executed in the compensation part of all the levels of intermediary channels. That if the wholesalers do have a different price list, price chart, on the basis of which they have to give the products to the sole agents. Sole agents have a different price chart and price list which should be given to the retailers, and retailers do have a different profit ratio and a price list, on the basis of which they can come to know that at what maximum prices the products would be delivered or sold to the customers. They can't take more than that. That is known as what? Maximum retail pricing. On that, the minimum pricing would also be given to the retailers, wholesalers and sole agents, and accordingly they just charge so that they can just fluctuate. On the basis of that, their profit ratio is being fluctuated. Okay, so this is what the channel policy and legal issues related to the pricing part. Okay, the next one is what? Product line issues. Exactly, in this product line issues, the important thing is what? That we have to deal exclusively, that all those product lines which should be delivered by the manufacturing unit, manufacturing unit should have to ensure, should have to confirm that all the members in the channel management part, they get all the product lines which should be delivered, which should be produced, capacitated by the company or the manufacturing unit. Okay, and various types of agreements would be made among all those channel members. And the last one is what? Selection and termination of a middleman. Exactly, this is a very important legal issue where the selection as well as the termination of the middleman would be done. In this, agreement is being formed among all the intermediaries, and on that agreement all the legal issues, all the contracts of the business would be discussed, related to the delivery of the products, related to the marketing of the products, related to the promotion of the products, related to the price, channel pricing of the product, related to the customer satisfaction of the products, related to the territory which is being binded to the distribution channels, that also sales quota, that how many sales quota would be given to them. All those important aspects which should be there, on the basis of which all those factors and aspects which is being fall externally and internally with any of the intermediary channel, that should be discussed on that agreement, and the selection would be done on that particular base as on the assessment on the if both two parties get agreed, then only this contract would become a form of agreement. And there should be a clear statements and clear understanding and definition would be given in the entire agreement that if any of the parties would fail to, or the breach is being done among any of the parties, then at that time only the company do have the power to terminate that particular middleman on that particular time if the breach or any kind of disagreement is being done with the channel members. Okay, so these are the important marketing channel policies and legal issues. Okay, thank you to all of you.